These men are so far down the rabbit hole of special operations that you almost never hear about the missions they undertake, as almost all of them are classified and will most likely never see the light of day. These are the kind of people that can make you disappear from your bed unnoticed, while your wife wakes up in the morning wondering where you went. Delta Force and Navy SEALs are two elite, specialized forces that are part of the United States military. While they share a few similarities, they are different types of operational units. Delta Force is part of Task Force Green in the United States Army. It primarily deals with hostage rescues as well as counter-terrorism. It also is involved in direct action and special reconnaissance work against high-value targets. Meanwhile, the Navy SEALs is short for Navy, Sea, Air, and Land Teams. It is a component of the Naval Special Warfare Command Unit and is tasked with handling special operations. It primarily handles small unit maritime military operations that begin and return to a source of water. But which one is really tougher? There are several notable things to keep in mind. Delta Force and the SAS. Some refer to them as 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, or others sometimes refer to them as simply the unit. It's usually shortened to Delta Force, Combat Applications Group, or CAG. Soldiers are known to go by the name Operator, a term that originates with the Green Berets. Delta was formed in 1977, 25 years after the Army Special Forces was established. It is headquartered in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Delta Force operates under Task Force Green within the United States Army. The Elite Special Mission Unit is under the operational control of the Joint Special Operations Command. It handles counter-terrorism missions along with hostage rescue situations. It is often compared to the U.S. Navy SEALs, SEAL Team 6 or DEVGRU, which is considered the maritime counterpart of the U.S. Army Delta Force. The two serve as the primary counter-terrorism special ops in the United States Armed Forces. Delta Force is notorious for performing some of the most sophisticated, classified, and dangerous missions in the U.S. military. Navy SEAL, these are some of the most well-rounded, intelligent, and well-trained operatives in the United States military. They are heavily trained in underwater demolition, urban operations, asset protection, and other advanced training specialties. They undergo an extremely challenging training school called Basic Underwater Demolition or SEAL. The Navy SEALs was established in 1962, 10 years after the formation of the Army Special Forces. It was the second Special Ops unit to get created in the United States, 5 years before Delta. SEALs perform small unit maritime military operations. They originate and return from a body of water like an ocean, sea, river, swamp, or coastline. U.S. Navy SEALs are one of the most respected units in all of the military because the highly trained soldiers are capable of operating on all environments, including sea, air, and land. The SEALs continue to serve as the selection pool for the highly secretive and trained Special Operations Group of the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. The joint operations the SEALs serve with Special Operations Group goes back to Vietnam and remains evident to the present day. What does Delta Force do? The vast majority of operations that are assigned to Delta Force are classified and never get known to the general public. However, it is known that the unit serves some of the most important and dangerous missions in the U.S. military. Delta has been awarded some special honors for their work and service in missions like Operation Urgent Fury and the Modelo Prison Hostage Rescue Mission. Delta Force also assisted in the capture of Manuel Noriega and was active during Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. The unit was recently awarded the Presidential Unit Citation for its involvement in the conflicts in Afghanistan. There are some notable differences between Delta Force and SEALs. In addition to having different training and selection processes, Delta Force operators also come from different backgrounds. Unlike SEALs that are only selected from one branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, Delta operators come from a variety of different units across different branches of the U.S. military. Some of these operatives originate from the SEAL community. In fact, Delta members first trained and worked along with SEALs before moving to Delta Force. Therefore, their roots are more aligned with SEAL training and culture, though they also incorporate Delta Force methods, establishing a collection of the two different cultures. Regardless, both units are capable of executing some of the most challenging military operations ever witnessed. What do Navy SEALs do? U.S. Navy SEALs are regularly considered one of the most, if not most, physically fit and demanding special units in all of the U.S. Armed Forces. Like Delta Force, most of what the Navy SEALs has seen in the field is not widely reported because the information is highly classified. Navy SEALs operate on some of the most dangerous and demanding missions known to the U.S. military. SEALs are a rare military force in that they are equipped to handle missions on any landform. They are specialists in the water, yet also serve missions on land and air. The Special Ops Force is broken into several different teams and structures. SEAL teams are small units that are based out of different places in the United States or abroad. It has heavily influenced other special units around the globe. Delta Force selection process. They generally recruit from the 75th Ranger Regiment, though they have been known to recruit from other units and even other branches. This does include Navy SEALs, MARSOC and other elite special units. Once identified as a potential candidate, you show up to a selection course that involves testing your physical prowess, mental fortitude and other skills like land navigation at night over rough terrain. Paul Howe, a former Delta operative himself, once said that out of his 2 classes of 120 each, 12 to 14 completed the selection. That 12 to 14 applicants completed selection, however, that does not mean that they were selected. It also should be noted that these 120 applicants are from the absolute cream of the crop of existing special operations, and that the individuals that drop out to this degree are mostly operators already, which should hint at the difficulty we are talking about here. If selected, you will attend the Operator Training Course, OTC, which is around 6 months long, and teaches skills like advanced marksmanship, lock-picking, tradecraft, demolition and breaching, surveillance and counter-surveillance, among many others I'm sure we'll never hear about. Navy SEALs selection process. Basic Underwater is a 24-week-long haze fest that can and will push even the most genetically gifted and athletic applicants to their limits, time and time again. Roughly 75% of Basic Underwater tryouts do not make it to graduation. Even after graduation of Basic Underwater, the newly pinned SEALs don't stop training. They are subsequently sent to other schools to broaden their lethality and specialties based off of what their newly assigned team needs or wants. This can include sniper school, breaching school and other. Navy SEALs are extremely resilient warriors with some of the best gear, weapons and training the United States can offer. Conclusion. Both operators have their own specialty and uniqueness, however by all intents and purposes Delta Force is the absolute premier force here. These men are walking demigods capable of unleashing enormous amounts of destruction anywhere they set foot at. Navy SEALs are amazing in their own right, and rightly so, but it must be noted that the only SEALs that are capable of matching Delta Force are Dev Group, or SEAL Team 6, which is an entirely different animal compared to the other SEAL teams. There's a reason why Delta Force recruits from SEALs and other operators, and not the other way around. Thank you.